It's a very quiet photograph. It's a person falling headfirst from the World Trade Center. It was the first day of Fashion Week, and I was talking with a cameraman, and he said he had put his hand to his ear where his earphone was. We were talking to the control room, and he said, "You know, there's been an explosion at the World Trade Center." And he looked at me, and I said, "Really?" And a few seconds later, he said, "No, an airplane's at the World Trade Center." And almost simultaneously, my cell phone went off, and I answered it. It was my editor, and she said, "An airplane's at the World Trade Center. Bag the fashion show. You have to go." I made my way over toward West Street, which is probably the westmost street in Manhattan. So I was photographing the towers on fire, and one of the woman EMT said to me, "You know, look," and she pointed up, and I sort of took the camera away from my eye, and so I started seeing the people coming out of the building. So I proceeded to photograph I'd say 7 or 8 people, or maybe more, that I photographed of people who were falling from the World Trade Center. Now, we don't know if he died on the way down. They say there's rumors that you die if you jump out of that or you fall. But it's garnered a lot of controversy because I think people identify with it too much, that they might have had to face that same dilemma on that day. We don't know whether this person was forced out by the fire or chose that was their thing. They were just going to, that was going to be their fate. And but because the body was never recovered, there's never been any formal identification. I like to think of him as he's the unknown soldier. He's like, let him represent everyone. That was their fate that day. I look at the picture now from the 9/11 picture, Falling Man, in hoping that 10 years on, people will be able to look at it now and to be able to, they were shunned a bit before, and they can look at it now and to accept it as part of what happened that day. We see pictures of the rescuers. We saw pictures of the airplanes hitting the building. We saw the recovery effort, and now that we can also try to accept that as part of really what happened that day.